Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, I am going to be talking you through my latest custom tactics. I used two this weekend. This is the first one I use, the 4-3-1-2. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the tactics I use, exactly what I did with them, what I think of them, and then yeah, just a general breakdown of them. I'm going to say from the start, just in case this is why you're watching, I don't think these are that great in terms of the current meta, but I think in terms of attacking, having more fun, I think these are viable in that and they're usable. But if you want the best meta custom tactics, I still think, unfortunately, even after the patch, I think the 4-3-2-1, the 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1 formations like that are probably still up there, to be honest. I think that the 4-3-1-2 that I'm going to talk in here, when you're playing someone you're better than, you'll be able to absolutely annihilate them. When the gameplay is good, I think this is a great formation, one of the best. However, we all know if we've played this quite a bit, the gameplay is rarely far from great. It's rarely far from consistent. It's very consistently bad. And I found playing the 4-3-1-2 when the gameplay turned crap, it was near impossible to play in it. And I'll explain a bit more as we talk through that. In terms of the latest patch, I definitely think it's a bit of an improvement. I don't think it's a massive improvement. I think the lack of consistency now with finesses, some flying, some just hit the post. I think that's bad for the game. I don't understand the finesse nerf. I think it's dumb. But in terms of the press, it does feel a little bit nerfed. It's still good, especially in bad gameplay, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. I mean, you definitely can play through the middle a little bit more. Some bugs are fixed. They've basically made corners impossible to cross in now. Don't understand that particularly, just more RNG. So there are some issues with the latest patch, in my opinion. But in terms of some of the stuff they said they would fix, I would say they have. You guys know me that if you watch these videos a lot, my hair annoys me at times. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Won that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. I need to sort it out. Maybe I need a trim, I don't know. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm more than willing to praise the game when I think EA have done something right. I'm more than willing to be negative when I think that I try not whinge and complain about it. I try to give fair points, but it's not always easy to do that. But let's get into the custom tactic, the reason you are here. So, I think the 4-3-1-2 is better than the 4-1-2-1-2. I simply think, and I've tried it every year. I tried the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation. I tried the 4-3-1-2. Every year I find the same. The attacking patterns and triangles that you get in the 4-3-1-2 with a centre mid rather than a CDM, they just tend to work better in my opinion. I don't really know why. I can't fully explain it. It's just what I think works in it. In terms of the formation, I think you want really good attacking players. I think you could get away with like a Vieira, Makaleda, someone really defensive anchor in that middle bit. But I think this is a general point on the game this year. If you don't have a good attacking player in your midfield, you miss the opportunity to go for Trivellas. You miss the opportunity to go for more crazy through balls, being good on the ball. I think it is really valuable this year. I think in bad gameplay, maybe like a Vieira excels a bit more, but you can't really rely on that. I think you can have an attacker in the left or right. Talisca's there on the left for the Trivella, but he's also got okay defending and he's got really good passing with that long ball. Plus, the Cam, someone who's very good on the ball, solid passing, a good play style, plus his technical or finesse, incisive pass or long ball, pretty good too if you want more of a playmaker. And then up front, pace, good weak foot, skill moves is a plus. I'm starting to find a bit more use for skill moves than earlier in the year. I think now that more people have these big defenders in the park in the bus, I think skill moves matters a bit more than it did earlier in the year. Good play styles, the general stuff you want in a striker. The fullbacks in this one, it is key that they are good going forward. If they are not good going forward, you could get annihilated in this formation just because you're not going to have anything out wide. You're going to really struggle, and you can't create everything from the middle. You need width out wide. A good player, if they see you just don't trust your fullbacks not going out wide, will punish you. The pros of this formation, when the gameplay is good, you can score some beautiful goals. Some of the goals I was scoring in this formation, fantastic. You can do one-touch football. It's very good going forward. You've got that triangle with the cam and two strikers. The centre mids get forward. The fullbacks offer you a lot. It is very good in terms of that. And now that the middle's a bit less congested, it's a bit better. However, when the gameplay is bad, it is near impossible to build up with lots of players in the middle. And a good player will know this and just mark the middle. Sure, you can go out wide, but it's just hard. And I found this formation doesn't cover as many areas of the pitch, doesn't allow as many ways of keeping the ball, spreading it out. I found even when I played someone slightly okay, it was a bit of a struggle. I went 6-1 playing this formation. The game that I lost in the formation, I lost 7-6. The opponent really wasn't that good. I just couldn't defend in the bad gameplay against them when my fullbacks were up and they just counter-attacked me. The meta on this game, unfortunately, is a lot about counter-attacks, playing down the wing, and you just don't have enough cover for the wing. Maybe, I think I did have these on cover wing, but I don't think they did enough. I just think it's too easy to get counter-attacked in this formation. It's just too open, unfortunately. With how good wing plays, it's got a slight buff on the new patch. I mean, that kills this formation. In good gameplay, you can outscore your opponents. But in bad gameplay, which we get too often, I think it does kill this formation. But like I say, it's fun. It's one of the best attacking ones I've seen. You can do different attacking patterns, so it is worth trying out if you want to give that a go. The tactics, 45 width, 55 depth. Balanced direct passing. I went quite low width to get a lot of men in the middle, women as well in the middle, and then the fullbacks give the natural width anyway. Instructions, stay forward on both the strikers. Basic default on the cam. I didn't want them on comeback. I didn't want them on stay forward. I want them to float around there. Balanced cover centre on the midfielder. If you have a defensive player, you could put stay back. Maybe that would help a little bit with the defensive frailties. Balanced cover wing, so I think just the default on the outside centre mids. Ideally, they're going to cover the wing. But the other problem is if they do cover the wing, you can get left open in the middle. And then balanced overlap on the fullbacks. You could try stay back overlap. That might help a little bit, but it would take something away from the attack. And then for the more attacking version, like a lot of my tactics, I don't change it up too much. I up the depth. 71 depth, whilst not as great as it was, is still very good, especially if you can switch and press well yourself. Press after possession loss instantly makes you much harder to play against. It does leave you a bit more open at times, and I think the press in the latest patch has been slightly nerfed to the point that people can get out of it a bit better, at least when the gameplay is good. And then for the tactics, getting behind on both strikers, because I'm trying to win the ball higher up the pitch. Getting behind naturally is a bit more obvious. Stay forward on the cam. I want a better counter attack. Nothing different on the midfield. And you could go get forward or join the attack on the fullbacks, but I think it'd be a bit overkill. That's the formation. Let me know if you guys try out and what you think. Like I say, I would recommend at the very least your outside centre mids being very good going forward. I like having a midfield that can all play and go forward. But if you think defensively you might struggle, or you've got like a really good untradeable like Vieira, Makalele, you could put them as the middle centre mid. I wish this formation was better than it is. Rest in peace De Jong, by the way. I was gutted he didn't get his next upgrade. He might not even get 2 more play styles, which would be a real shame. But yeah, honestly, it would be a shame if this formation's not good all year. But with the way the current game plays, I don't see it being a top meta one. Always honest with you guys. If I don't think tactics are good at all, I wouldn't put them out. But I'm always going to be honest. I think it's like a top tactic or more a fun one you can use. Appreciate you guys as always. Keep it spicy. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.